What is going on, everybody? I want to welcome you to the newest episode of Meatheads on Movies. I've got Big Sam out of the gym finally, and we're getting ready to catch up on a lot of shows. And one of the shows we're going to do for you today is a review of DC's Alan Moore's classic shitball, The Killing Joke. 1988 Killing Joke, I believe. 1988. DC did a R-rated version of the movie, animated movie. We went and seen it. A couple weeks ago now.
Last Tuesday.
Last Tuesday. So not that far away. I'm sure some of y'all have seen a lot of the internet buzz on it, on Twitter or what have you. We're going to break it down for you as best we can. Two big, huge Batman fans. For those of you who don't know, first-time viewers, where's my manners at? I'm the Blazing Defender, Travis Jones, and this is my roving correspondent in the field,
Big Sam.
Big Sam's in the house. Glad you guys could join us. We're going to give you a little bit of the Killing Joke graphic novel and a little bit of the Killing Joke movie. I don't think you can talk one without the other. No. So let's get started. Okay. What do you want to talk about first? Well, I guess we should start in the beginning of the movie. Spoiler alert, if you haven't seen it, we're about to spoil the shit out of it, so you may want to watch the movie, then come back to us. But I guess we need to talk about the fucking 30-minute prologue of Barbara Gordon.
The origin story of Batgirl.
The origin story of Batgirl. And maybe toward the end of that prologue, Batwoman.
Yeah, she became a woman.
She became a woman.
Yeah, she
We'll
did.
get to that. I'm jumping ahead.
And the origin story of the stereotypical gay dude. Like, why was that guy in there?
I forgot about that
dude. Why was that dude in there?
One of my favorite parts of the movie was him. Because he was funny.
He was funny. What?
You know what? Let me ask you this, because we're going to talk about the feminist perspective. So I want to talk to the gays for a minute. I'm sure there's some out there that watch the show. God love you. I love all my fans, no matter what. But, everybody gets so mad when they say, oh, my God, they objectified Barbara Gordon. They took her power away. They would never do that to a male character.
Right.
But yet, you have your stereotypical gay guy.
It was stereotypical.
So stereotypical. Man. No one's bitching about that.
No.
I'm a bitch for you guys. I got your back. That was some bullshit.
He had one line that was hilarious.
I know.
I can't think.
He had a couple lines.
He was walking away and he said something, and it was so funny.
Was it when Barbara freaked out about when she was saying her yoga instructor wasn't? If he thinks he's got better students than me,
he was too controlling,
and then what did he say?
It was hilarious. Whatever it was. It was the funniest line of the movie.
Funniest line of the movie.
Yeah, it was
funniest line of the movie.
He walked away. It was like as if it was something like that, and it
something
was
like
so
that.
funny.
So funny.
Yeah, he was awesome.
He was awesome.
Yeah.
But we're kind of jumping ahead. That was one of Barbara's confidants in the library. She worked in the library, and this stereotypical gay guy was her friend. And she's kind of confiding in him about this relationship she has with her yoga instructor, when in actuality she's talking about, of course, her mentor, teacher, student, fuck buddy relationship with Batman. Now we're gonna cut the bullshit, and we're getting the story with Barbara, and then Batman she's trying to prove herself to Batman,
right?
So you can kind of tell. This is what I want to talk about. People are fucking furious over the sex scene. Do you feel? Are you mad about it?
I'm not mad, but it was really awkward to me. Like that was like.
Anytime a teacher fucks a student, it's awkward.
Yeah, I mean, but okay, let's say that had happened to me. Okay, now obviously I'm not knocking out a student, and I'm not knocking anyone out on a rooftop, but maybe that's something I should do at some point. But if it went down as awkward as that sex went down, like I'd have called you the next day and been like, Travis, I knocked out, Jessica or whoever. It was fucking weird,
it was
dude.
Weird.
Like, and you'd be like, oh man, well, why was it weird, And I'd be like, and I'd have described this scene, and you'd be like, oh
God, that's weird.
It was fucking weird. And I was
weird,
like, yeah,
dude.
It was an awkward sex scene, man.
It was.
And when Batman, the part that was over the top for me was when Batman slid his hand down to grab that ass.
Yes.
That part, I was like, Batman's a booty grabber?
Yes.
Like, man, that's...
Why wouldn't he be a booty grabber?
No, I mean, that's cool. It just was awkward. I'm not hating on it.
Right. Well, this is my thing. Like, people were like, oh, my God, he's 10, 15 years older than her. He's in a position of power. He's her mentor. He's abusing that. Let me tell you something. He's fucking Batman. I want to fuck Batman. I don't give a shit how old he is. If Batman's training a young college girl, which Barbara is in this, students fall in love with college professors all the fucking time. Call it what you want, but he's Batman.
And do we know the age difference? Like, she could be a graduate student. She could have been 24, 25.
Yeah, because we never really see her in school. We see her at a job in a library. So she's at least in her late 20s.
Yeah, mid-20s, probably.
So what are we putting Batman at?
And
late 30s?
I didn't think a Batman is that old.
I didn't either, really.
And that's what I'm thinking, maybe a 8-10 year age
Okay,
difference.
so 10 years when you're adults, like you're a mature adults, that's not a fucking big deal.
I've dipped further than that.
Well, I have too, unfortunately.
So, yeah, I mean, if you're talking about 10 and 18, that's a huge fucking problem.
Right.
But if you're talking about, 31 and 23, that's not an issue.
No.
It
happens all the time.
Yeah, in fact, I'm going to tell you, good job, man, and it's your turn. Hit this set.
Right. That's exactly.
That's cool, man.
Yeah.
So I didn't have any issue with that at all, man. Really.
I didn't.
And plus, really, she fucked him.
Yes.
She
was wanting him bad.
She was whooping him. He was not fighting back. She crawled on top of him.
Yes.
And gave him the business.
Yes. He didn't initiate any of that. No. If anything, he was telling her to go to fuck home.
Yeah. He was beat
like, you're done.
Yeah. And whereas he could have knocked it out several more times, he cut it off.
You
know? And so, yeah, I don't know. I didn't have an issue. Now, the only thing that was weird for me is I know that Jim Gordon's his boy.
Right.
Now, fucking your boy's daughter is a little different.
Well, see, this is where some of the problems I had with the Killing Joke graphic novel as a whole, as far as continuity goes. Now, that's the relationship that we know from the Snyder runs. Gordon and Batman, they're boys from the movies even.
Right.
And I think for the most part that I did not get that in this story at all in the movie or the graphic novel.
I'll give you that. Yeah,
Gordon was very standoffish with Batman.
Yeah, I didn't get the Super Friends type of feel, like the Cap Winter Soldier type of feel. Right. Or anything like that. I did not get that, but there was I could still sense some friendship, and then also, at worst case, they were working together. Like when he calls Batman, go do that. Right. So still, okay, say you're a cop. And you got your partner, you're not going to fuck your partner's daughter. You know what I mean?
Right,
so even on that level, to me, that was the only part that I was kind of like, come on, man. Don't fuck your boy's daughter.
I felt like that it was Gordon's relationship with Batman was more out of necessity. Like, I don't like this guy. He's a vigilante, but he's saved us X amount of times. He's good. I can't. Gotham is so fucking fucked up crazy.
Yeah.
I have to use whatever resource I have. He's a resource. But like when he's talking to Joker, and I guess we'll go ahead and get to that, where he's talking to Joker, or who he thinks is the Joker. It's actually an imposter at Arkham. And then he starts kicking the dude's ass when he realizes it's not the Joker. The Joker has escaped. Gordon busts in. What are you doing? You know the rules about putting your hands on inmate. You know what I mean? Like, holy shit. Like, I don't see, the Gordon that I know that Batman has a relationship would have immediately thought something's wrong because Batman doesn't make mistakes like this. You know what I'm saying?
It's true.
But then at the end, when he rescues Gordon,
and he's putting the blanket on him, and he hugs him.
Yes. But Batman
and offers
also
to stay with him.
Right.
And Gordon's the one that tells him go get him.
But he tells him
do it by the book. Right. But I still.
Which I didn't understand that either. He just shot your fucking daughter.
Yeah, but if they were just a working relationship, don't you think Batman would have just bounced the gun and got the Joker? To me, I thought the friendship came across that point. I'm going to stick with you. You're my boy.
Well, yeah, in a situation like that, I mean, that's a pretty traumatic situation. And Batman knows what Gordon just went through. He knows what's happened to Barbara. I guess at that point he knows. Oh yeah, because when he went through the tunnel, he seen the pictures.
Right.
So he knew that Joker had been.
But Batman doesn't know Jim's what he saw. He just knows he's been fucked up by the Joker.
Right.
But I just said that was the part where I saw the friendship a little bit, where he said,
I can see that. Yeah.
You know, okay, man, you're my man. Me sticking, make sure you're okay is even more important than catching the Joker at this point. And Jim Gore's like, nah, man, go get him.
You got to go get him.
But I agree. It definitely wasn't the buddy Batman Jim Gordon relationship that
we're used to.
Comes across in a lot of the books and a lot of the movies and stuff.
Right.
And to go back, you know, to the Barbara Gordon 30-minute thing, really what made me mad more than anything about it was just that it wasn't very good.
No.
I am a person who I'm not a big continuity buff. You know, I don't mind you taking some liberties with the characters as long as the core values are there.
Absolutely.
And if you're adapting a book, as long as the core essence of that book is there. The Killing Joke is a dark, very horrific book. And this Batgirl thing was so goofy. You're
very
fighting
CW.
a guy, named Paris Franz, first of all.
Now is he in the DCU?
No, not that I know of. Nothing I've ever seen. I thought he was going to turn into the Joker, and I was like, this is going to be the worst thing I've ever seen.
Yeah.
Thankfully, that didn't happen.
Yeah.
So you've got Paris Franz, you know, the dialogue. You've never been to the abyss before, where you just stop caring. Like, that's what Batman said. Like, that's terribly written, you know?
Yeah, it is.
And
that's Brian Azzarello did the screenplay.
And the thing is, I love Azzarello as a comic book writer, but he missed on this one. Yeah, and he's kind of missing to me on The Dark Knight 3.
He is.
But we're not going to go into that.
Yeah, that's a whole other show.
Right. But check out The Blazing Defender for that.
We're definitely going to do a review on that. When it's done.
But then also, you know, when Batman's cut her off after they've had this sex, you know, and she's like, it's just sex. I don't care. You don't care. It doesn't have to mean anything. Like, it sounded horrible. You know, like it was cringe. I think I looked over at you in the theater and you were like, what? And I was like, yeah, I've seen it twice now, and it's still just as weird as it was the first time.
What makes it so weird, if she was 17, 18, which that brings a whole other subject up with Batman, but I can see that. But she's a 20-something, mid-20s, late 20s. I guess maybe chicks still act like that. I don't know. It was very, again, CW to me. Like that whole exchange.
It was, and that
wasn't good.
That was my problem. Is it was so anti-Killing Joke, and so to jump from that right into the Killing Joke, was such a weird juxtaposition.
It's like two different movies.
Yeah,
like
it
two
was.
Different
I was
things
like, what? Yeah. And I read an interview with Bruce Timm, you know, who oversees the animated. It doesn't sound like he really cared for this, first of all, if you read it. But he said, we didn't really want to be viewed as one movie. We really gave you two movies in one. And I was like, you can't just go and say that after the fact. You know?
You cannot.
It didn't work.
The only reason you put it in the 30-minute prologue into the movie to begin with was to make it movie length.
Right, exactly.
You had to expand this movie. So what you did was you used her as a plot device to motivate our main character into put him in revenge mode.
Which I thought was absolutely unnecessary.
Totally unnecessary.
You know, because, all right.
Especially the way Killing Joke ends.
And for, before we get to the ending, okay, you're a Batman fan. I'm a Batman fan. Absolutely. I assume most people are watching this, if they're not Batman fans, have some knowledge of Batman, you know, whether it's through books or movies or whatever. If a woman gets shot, regardless of who it is, Batman's going to act. If Jim Gordon gets captured, stripped naked and all that other stuff, Batman's going to act, okay? Even if it wasn't Jim Gordon, it was just Joe Blow, citizen from Gotham, Batman's going to act. Right. So giving us this extra motivation was completely unnecessary. Batman's going in there regardless. Right. If the Joker had escaped from Arkham, regardless of what he had done yet, Batman's going to go get him.
Yes.
So I think giving us this background relationship and, Batman's going to be more motivated. No, he's not. He's going to do the same thing he always does, which is a fucking psychotic obsession to go stamp out crime.
Right. And they wanted to add link to the movie. They could have did, which I think would have been fucking phenomenal and drove fans absolutely bonkers is you want to expand on the Killing Joke. What to me, the best part of the Killing Joke is the Joker origin story.
Yeah, for sure.
We finally get to see what happened to the fucking Joker. Okay? You want to expand on the movie, expand the movie length, give us something else on top of that origin story that fans have never seen before.
Well, and on top of that, they cut that short. Like out of the graphic novel, there was much more as far as the emotional resonance of his wife
dying.
And his unborn child dying and things like that.
Much more impactful in the graphic novel than on the screen.
For sure. And you cut that out?
Yeah, they cut it out because they had a 30-minute prologue with fucking Barbara.
Right, and that doesn't make sense.
Because
that to me is much more sympathetic than anything of that Barbara thing was.
Yes.
You know, I was like, the Barbara thing, okay, it's another guy and girl had sex with each other. Fantastic. You know,
right.
The Joker thing was horrific. And it really, shows you the theme of the Killing Joke is everyone's one bad day away from, going psychotic or whatever.
Becoming Joker. Yeah.
And that really showed you how bad his day was. And you lost that. Because the cops came and talked to him. He just kind of came in. He didn't even cry. He just kind of came in and was like, "Oh, my wife's dead. There's no point in doing this now." It's like I thought that felt real short.
Real short.
I really enjoyed this movie once it became the Killing Joke, like those 40 minutes, except for that part. Like I thought they missed on that.
Yeah. I'm wondering if you took that 30 minutes out of Barbara and you watched it. I am a Dark Knight Returns Batman fan.
Me too.
I even like the Bale Batmans. I like the Snyder Batmans. I like those. Hush.
Jim Lee.
Love that Batman. I like All-Star Batman, which I know a lot of people do. I like All-Star Batman.
Oof.
Yeah, I know.
Frank Miller.
I went there. Sorry. Hey, Frank.
Well, what about, we got to throw on my favorite.
Who?
Long Halloween.
Tim Sale.
Loeb and Sale.
Loeb and Sale. Jeff Loeb and Tim Sale.
That's my favorite.
That's
my favorite.
That's a good Batman. This Batman, which I know we're kind of jumping ahead, I love my revenge Batman. I love my Batman that beats people up. I love the genius side of Batman. Excuse me. I just the whole giving him a shot, giving him a chance at the end. It's just we're jumping ahead. We'll get to the end of that. But what I want to talk about is what the feminists, and I say that with all respect, and
you sure?
Yeah, it's something like that. I can't find the word.
Okay.
But they're upset that they took Barbara's power, they stole her, and what they said was you wouldn't have done it. You wouldn't have done it to a male character. Yeah, if it was Robin and even Jim Gordon, even what they did to Jim Gordon by stripping him naked, the little pygmy people
Man,
or whatever,
people were scary,
they're fucking people were scared with their little bug eyes and shit.
The little hair on their head.
The little hair on their heads.
Yeah, they were scary.
They were scary. And then they're stripping him naked and hog tying him. I mean, that was pretty impactful to me. As a male, you're taking a manly man in Jim Gordon, and you're stripping away his manliness. It's pretty impactful.
Yeah.
You don't have to be a woman to be stripped naked to be rendered helpless. Let me just stop you there.
And I think especially if we're going to stereotypes of men and women, a man's role is a protector. I mean, you're a fireman. You know that, right?
Right.
So we're going to protect especially our family more than anything.
Right.
By stripping Jim Gordon naked and showing him these pictures of what he did to Barbara, he showed him you failed as a man because you didn't protect your family, and you failed as a father.
Right. Failed as a police officer?
Yeah, as a police officer as well.
I mean, the track. Yeah, Barbara, that fucking sucks. She got shot in the stomach and paralyzed.
Yeah.
But the psychological damage that was done to Jim Gordon is maybe really the most tragic thing about the book.
I think so.
I just now, as we talk about it, I didn't really think about it that way before until just now.
Yeah, I think so. And I will say that I thought the Killing Joke movie did not do as good of a job as the Killing Joke book in showing all the things that happened to Jim Gordon.
No.
It was really quick.
Yes.
He went through, there was the song, there was kind of some pictures, and Batman was there. And I was like, ooh, that was rushed.
Right.
So I just wonder why in a movie where you're struggling to make time,
they cut out the most
you
important
cut
things.
the Joker origin stuff, which is important, and you cut the Jim Gordon torture stuff, which is important.
Yep.
So I thought that was kind of a miscue.
You probably read it in my notes. Some people were speculating that the Joker raped Barbara.
Yeah, I've heard that even from the book.
Okay.
Yeah. That
I never really thought about it before. I was reading an interview in Time, actually.
I always thought that he did.
Oh,
it
really?
It always came to me that he did rape
Okay.
her and show Jim Gordon the pictures of him raping her.
See, I never got that.
And see, that's the one thing that I really love about The Killing Joke. It's not my favorite Batman story. I think it's a definitive Batman story, mostly for the Joker origin. But it's not my favorite. It's very, very good. Not my favorite. But I love the fact that The Killing Joke's almost interactive with the reader. The reader has to decide, did the Joker, what did he do to Barbara? What extent did he take it?
Right.
The reader has to decide, what all did Joker do to Jim Gordon in those tunnels and everything? Was it just what we saw? Was there more? And then the ending, which we'll get to in a minute, but is so, ambiguous. What did Batman do? What did Joker do? What are they trying to say? So The Killing Joke was so interactive because a lot of it was left up to the reader to decide what you think happened in that book. Yeah. And I think that's pretty cool. They definitely didn't spoon feed you anything in this book.
No, they didn't. Well, yeah, no, they really didn't.
And you remember, I don't know if it was a year ago, give or take, they did a homage variant to The Killing Joke, where Joker had his arm around Barbara Gordon, and he has a gun up by her breast, and everything. And they took that shit down. They didn't let him come out with it. And they were like, this depicts what we think was a rape. And so
Did not realize
that variant never came out.
God.
I can't remember who drew that. Maybe Albuquerque, maybe Raphael Albuquerque.
Yeah.
I can't remember.
Speaking of that, Bolin didn't do shit. Disappeared.
His art's awesome.
It was great.
Yeah.
The art in that book is really fantastic, and The Killing Joke does a great job in that medium of telling a story with the colors.
Yeah.
Because they ended up coming out with a revisited version or updated version, whatever, where they basically graphically computerized the color of The Killing Joke. Totally lost its creepiness, its dramatic feel. It totally lost it with the computer generated.
What's funny?
Colors on it were great in the original.
And I meant to text you a picture yesterday. I picked up that Batman Noir series they've been coming out with all the classic Batmans in black and white. They released Killing Joke yesterday, and I bought it, and it's awesome in black and white.
Is it?
Boland's line work and inks were awesome.
Oh, bet
Joker looked so eerie with the heavy blacks and his eyes coming out and stuff. It was really cool.
Maybe one of my favorite Joker artists.
Yeah. I mean, the classic where his hands are up on his head with the ha in the back.
Yes. Awesome.
Yeah. I mean,
that's very, very cool.
That's a definitive Joker picture.
One of the reasons people think that the Joker raped her was in The Killing Joke. Now, was that in the book too, that he went to the prostitutes?
No.
Okay.
That was completely added for the movie.
Now, what I find funny about that is, since you're telling me all this, which I didn't know any of that, Bruce Timm said that, because they asked him.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
With that prostitute scene, what happened was Batman's interrogating these prostitutes because Joker, when he gets out of Arkham, usually goes and gets him a prostitute.
Mm-hmm.
Wow, who figured, right? So
yeah, I go get Batgirl.
Yeah, I go get Batgirl.
She's giving it away.
Well, I think, and that's what they allude to.
Yeah,
is he didn't come see us this time?
Right.
Maybe find him a new girl.
Right.
And with that, people took, oh shit, the new girl was Barbara.
Right.
And when asked Bruce Timm about it, he said no. That was never their intention to allude to that. And if they thought that that's what it did, they would have taken that scene out.
Yeah, I read it. I think they said they would have left the scene, but taken that line out.
Maybe that's what it was.
Something like that.
Yeah.
But yeah.
They didn't want to allude to the fact that she was raped.
Yeah, I've always, since I first read The Killing Joke, thought that he raped her. That's just how it came across to me. He gets on, he unbuttons her, and all that good stuff. And I was like, that's what I thought he did. I thought he raped her. Maybe he didn't.
Maybe
he might just stripped her.
Again,
and showing her pictures.
Maybe it's up to the reader.
Right, it is. But to me, if you're Jim Gord, you're going through this screwed up tunnel of love or whatever, and he shows you naked pictures of your daughter. I think that's fucked up, but not that bad. You know, like I don't want to see naked pictures of my daughter. I don't have a daughter. I'm just saying.
Right.
You know, but I'd be like, man, that sucks, but it wouldn't make me go crazy. But if I'm looking at pictures of you raping my daughter,
Yeah, that's different.
yeah, I'm probably gonna go psychotic. You know.
Yeah, but she's also bleeding.
Yes.
And he was there when she got shot.
Right, he saw that. Right.
So I mean, his state of mind is fragile to begin with.
Right.
Now you're, like I said, the pick-me's done stripped him. Now he's going through this sadistic tunnel of love, and you know, I mean, it's pretty fucked up.
Yeah, the whole thing is fucked up regardless. I don't, you know, he just saw her got shot, you know, and saw her bleed and everything, and then takes him straight over to his tunnel. There's not a lot of time. So to me, that's still fresh on his mind.
Right.
So I don't think seeing pictures of that is going to send him back over the edge.
That's true.
You know?
That's a good point.
You know, because I'm sure that's all he's thinking about already.
Right.
You know, but you see, and I raped her.
Yeah.
Whew,
Oh,
man.
hey, you want to make oh my God.
You know?
Feminists would lose their fucking minds if she got raped.
Yeah.
I mean, they almost lost their fucking minds anyway.
Yeah.
But that's what happens.
And remember, Barbara was saying he's different this time. You didn't see his eyes.
Yes.
You know, and so they're saying like, hey.
Yeah, he's on another level.
Yeah. What was cool, because you know Scott Snyder, who I love, gave us so much fan, you know, food, you know, as far as showing homage to different things. There's a line in, I believe it was his first Joker story, Death of the Family with Batman, where Batman says, or someone tells Batman he's different. His eyes are different this time, and it was straight from the Killing Joke, and I was like, "That's awesome."
That
I was
is
like,
pretty
"That's
cool.
cool."
I didn't know that.
Yeah, Snyder's
It had
great.
been
at that,
so many years since I had read Killing Joke.
Yeah.
I mean, I remember it. I think I'm pretty sure I have it downstairs in the box somewhere.
Yeah.
The original. But then I reread it after I watched the movie, and I guess we can go ahead and get to the end.
Yeah,
we can talk
I
about
think
the
we're
end.
there.
In the movie, I was like, it ends with Batman catching up the Joker,
Yeah.
gives him another shot at redeeming himself. Let me help you. This is your last shot. And Joker says, no,
It's too late.
It's too late. It's too late for that. And then he tells this joke.
I've never understood the joke, by the way.
Nope.
I don't get the joke at all.
Do you remember it enough to tell it?
It's something about two guys break out of, I believe it's an insane asylum.
Right.
And they're up on the roof, and they can see a bunch of roofs to lead to freedom.
Right.
The one guy hops across with no problem.
Right.
He tells the other guy to jump, and the guy says no. And he goes, I've got an idea. I have a flashlight. Here's this wood beam. You walk across.
Right.
I'll shine your way. And the guy goes, no, you'd probably turn it off on me midway through.
Right.
And that's it.
Yeah. It's because they're coming out of an insane asylum.
Right.
He's crazy.
Right.
And he's so crazy he can't even escape. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's like it kind of mirrors the ending of the Killing Joke in a way, the joke itself, because we're saying both Batman and Joker are crazy.
They can't escape.
They can't
their
escape.
lives.
They
that
can't
makes more
escape
sense.
it.
I like
Like
it.
Batman and the Joker are the two convicts that break out of the insane asylum.
Batman's offering him the way to go across.
Exactly.
Okay.
And the Joker's like, you'll turn the light off.
Yeah.
Way
Okay.
across.
Okay.
See what I'm saying?
Yeah, I like it.
Yeah, I mean, that's...
I never put that together.
That's what I thought.
No,
I mean,
that's great.
I just...
That's great.
I don't know. I didn't read it anywhere or
Yeah.
anything, but...
That's great.
Yeah, so, I mean, that's what I thought. But, okay. So... And then you brought up a good point, and I didn't really remember this from watching the movie or even reading the comic book. But you're saying they both start laughing. It takes Batman a minute, but the Joker starts giggling, Batman starts giggling, and they both pretty much laugh their asses off for a minute.
Hysterically, yeah.
And you're saying Batman kind of reaches up,
He puts his hands on both of his shoulders.
like say, man, that's a good one. But is he saying, man, that's a good joke, or is he about to fucking strangle his ass?
Right. Which is the setup from that card scene when he's saying, at some point one of us is going to die.
Yes.
One of us is going to kill the other one. You know,
that was a good scene.
Can we stop this from happening?
Right.
And then he offers Joker this chance. Hey, you know, and Joker says, no, it's too late. So is Batman saying, okay, man, then let's do it.
Right.
A lot of people, you know, took it that way. A lot of people say, you know, I think Batman killed Joker at the end of this. I never personally took away from that, and I never really took away from the did he or did he not kill him. I see it, but for me, it was when Batman and Joker both started laughing, it mirrored that we're the two guys from the insane asylum. You know, I'm as psychotic as you are. I get that now. I just use my psychotic obsession for good and yours is for evil. So to me, it linked the two characters forever.
Yeah, but, you know, with it being canon, and it is canon supposedly, because
I've always thought of it as kind of like an Elseworlds tale.
I did too.
Other than the origin part, I guess.
Well, yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's canon. Barbara getting shot and paralyzed is canon.
Yeah.
So I guess it's canon.
Yeah, I guess so.
So he obviously didn't kill him in canon.
Right.
I like your did he not? I like that a lot better. And I remember watching, being in the theater with you, seeing it, and they're like, end credits.
That's how the book is too.
The dude behind me, yes, it is. Yeah. Exactly the way it is. I didn't remember that until I reread the book.
Yeah.
The guy behind me goes, "Huh, that sucks." And I was like, yeah, that fucking sucked. You're fucking right. It did suck. I like my Batman more violent, more obsessive.
I'll tell you one thing I didn't understand, and it was the same in the novel as it was in the movie. I don't understand what Joker's plan is necessarily. Now,
does he ever have one?
Right, I get that he's getting Jim Gordon and he wants to turn him crazy. Okay. And if you remember, we saw that in The Dark Knight with Christian Bale.
Yes.
It was, I'm going to show you all how flimsy your morals are and so on and so forth. I'm going to show you that many more people are like me than you care to admit.
Right.
Kind of the same thing.
Some people just want to see the world burn.
Right. But I never understood what he really was doing as far as with Batman, because Batman rolls through his cronies really easily, which I think was on purpose because he wanted him to follow him through the mirrors and all that shit. And then they get up in that upside down room. Joker knows he's not going to beat him in hand-to-hand combat or anything.
Right.
I didn't get what Joker ever thought he was going to do with Batman this time. Normally he has a plan. I'm going to put him into this, I'm going to do that. I never understood what his plan was with this one.
Yeah,
is Batman gonna capture him, take it back to Arkham, but he still wins because he turned Jim Gordon crazy?
I think his whole point is to show Batman you're one bad day away from being me.
And I get that, but
that's it.
Does he goes back to Arkham then?
Yeah, he goes back to Arkham. He knows he's gonna go back to Arkham. I think he always knows that Batman's never gonna kill him. That they're somehow linked together forever in this fucked up dance that they do. I think he's gonna go back to Arkham and he'll fucking plan again. I mean, that's kind of what he does. I mean, that's just my fucking take on it. But he
says a line similar to that where he says, "What's it matter sending me back to the crazy house when I don't care?" Or
exactly.
Like that,
He's at home there.
Yeah.
He's a king there, basically. Something that we didn't bring up that I think was a stark contrast to what I pictured in the book is the song.
The song was awful in the movie.
In the movie.
It was.
In the book, I was like, this is weird and creepy as fuck.
Yeah.
I don't know what tune I had playing in my mind, but it wasn't show tunes.
Right.
It wasn't Vegas show tunes. And that's kind of what they gave it. I thought that was a big missed opportunity. They really could have captured the feel and made it creepier than it already was.
Yeah.
But it gave him a different song.
Yeah, that's what I said. I didn't think in the movie what happened to Jim Gordon was properly displayed.
Right.
The song was weird. It just didn't work.
Goofy.
He kind of saw some pictures of his daughter, and he was
it's rated R.
Yeah.
Fucking go for it.
Yeah, and then
what I mean?
So it doesn't have as much impact when Jim Gordon still is by the book. Still stays sane and everything. I was just like, all right.
Yeah, bring him in.
Yeah, but in the book, it comes more across like wow, man, that's a hell of a resolve. You know?
Right.
Didn't do that.
It didn't do that. And I'll tell you another thing I didn't like is I didn't like the animation.
A lot of people had issues with it.
I didn't like it. I feel like there's so much they can do now with the animation, and I guess they were trying to maybe play homage to the cartoon, the original cartoon, The Adventures of Batman. But I'm like, I don't know. I just feel like it lost its edge. Whereas Boland's art is, like we talked about, so creepy and so freaky looking. And especially that original with the color scheme and everything that they used just really set that mood. And this animation just was very stark, one dimensional. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I don't know. It kind of lost something for me.
Yeah, I liked how the victims of the Joker Venom looked, like those 4 dentists.
Yeah.
And then the guy who was showing in the amusement park.
Yeah,
I thought that was cool.
That was cool.
And I thought the little pygmy people were creepy as hell.
Yeah, they were creepy.
Probably
the creepiest part for me was the little pygmy people.
But I agree. I liked the drawing. They tried to make it look like Boland's art style.
They did. They tried. Yeah.
I thought Batman looked okay. I thought Joker looked good.
Yeah. Kevin Conroy, his voice is.
We're not even touch Mark Hamill because he's the man.
He's the man.
But it did come across as flat and kind of one dimensional.
Yeah,
I agree with that.
Thought so. But
it was all right.
Will you give it? We're gonna go out of 5.
Out of 5?
Out of 5.
I'm gonna go out of 10.
Okay, we'll go out of 10.
Give it a 5.5.
Oh, fuck.
5.5. To me, I consider a 5 an average because you're in the middle.
Yeah.
I'm gonna give this just like a tinge above average because I still enjoyed it.
I don't know if I can go that high.
Because I didn't hate it. It definitely is the worst of the Batman animated movies. I mean, there's no doubt about that.
The things I liked about it, I have to break things down very simplistically. So I have like a pros and cons list in my head.
Okay, you like the booty grab.
I like the booty grab. I love the sex scene. I love Barbara getting her clothes taken off. No, I'm just kidding.
The rape scene.
The rape scene, which was way more graphic in my mind. No, I like the Joker origin story.
Yeah,
but really, we're looking at it from a movie standpoint, which I guess that still counts. It's maybe one of the most, other than the Dark Knight Returns, which we talked about before the show, maybe the most accurate portrayal of a comic book.
Oh, as far as an adaption.
Yeah,
yes, for sure.
Yes.
For sure. There's a lot of dialogue that was
directly from the graphic novel.
Mm-hmm.
God, man, I'm gonna go. If 5 is average, I've got to go 3.5.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah. Just. Okay. I mean, I'm a Batman fan, and I'm really glad I got to revisit this book again, though, because it's been so many years since I read it, and when I read it, I was fucking a kid.
Yeah. So
I mean, now when I'm rereading it, it just doesn't hold up, doesn't stand up for me. The Joker origin part is still the best part.
That's what everyone thinks of when they think the Joker origin. But it also gave us so many great lines as far as from the Joker, like when he says, I don't know, I always remember it a different way. and also, if I have to have an origin story, I'd prefer it to be multiple choice. Right. Those are great Joker lines that have stood the test of time.
Yeah.
But you're not really an Alan Moore guy as is either.
No, fuck no. No, yeah. Lord, no, I'm not an Alan Moore guy at all. I loved Watchmen up until the last book.
Yeah.
Fucking, are you kidding me? Aliens, Alan? Really?
I'm a big fan of V for Vendetta.
Yeah.
And I thought the movie was underrated. I thought the movie was really good.
I thought the movie was really, really good. Yeah.
Tom Strong's kind of cool.
Never read it.
You didn't get to that. I like Miracle Man. You're so-so on that.
No, fuck it. Don't mince words. I ain't so on Miracle Man.
I tried to boost it up a little bit.
I mean, I feel like I'd have to be on a mushroom ayahuasca cocktail just to fucking get through an issue of Miracle Man.
And that's kind of how a lot of Alan Moore shit is.
Yeah.
Like, let's take some drugs and write.
Right. Well, I think he was, semi-sober. He might have had like a good marijuana buzz while he was writing Watchmen, and then the motherfucker hit the LSD for the last book, and we got fucking aliens. It made no fucking sense.
And then you said you never read it yet, but that Swamp Thing runs phenomenal.
I'm gonna read that because you've
down,
always
it's like 62 issues.
Yeah,
or
motherfucker. I may not read it now.
But it's awesome.
I'll give it 3 issues.
Okay.
The Blazing Defender rule.
Yeah.
I'll give it 3 issues, and if it grabs me, then I'll read more. But no, there's our review for The Killing Joke. Judge for yourself.
So do we have to take an average of our 2 scores? Is that
how you do it?
I guess. So there's 2 of us, so that would be a 4.5 overall. So I gave it 5 and 5. You gave it 3.5. So we gotta give it a Meatheads 4.5. That's below average.
God. Yeah, well, that's where it deserves to be. I won't say it's fucking awful,
Right, so we're
but
gonna give it like 4.5 protein shakes.
4.5 protein shakes,
Man.
4.5 barbells, whatever. Tell us what you think about it, guys.
Yeah, let us know.
I've already had some people contact me and give me their opinions even before the review, which, that's
and
everybody's
read the book.
entitled to their opinion.
Read the book.
You need to read it.
It's short. It's like 64 pages.
Yeah, 6-7 minutes you can get through it and enjoy the artwork.
That's quick.
Is that
6 or
quick?
7 minutes.
I'm a fast reader.
I'm gonna give it. Wow.
And I'm staring at pages too.
Yeah.
I like.
Gosh, it took my slow ass probably 20.
Did it take 20?
I had to take a long shit.
So Meatheads average on reading it 10 minutes, 11 minutes. You should be able to get through it. Enjoy the artwork. The artwork is amazing.
Yeah,
the best part of The Killing Joke to me was the artwork.
For sure. And the Joker origin.
Yeah. Oh, and another line that they used from the movies in The Killing Joke is when he's grabbing the imposter and he goes, I swear to God, I don't know where he is. He goes, swear to me.
Yeah, except
I thought
it's
that was
opposite.
awesome.
Because that's not in the in
Right.
the book.
No, it's not in the book.
Yeah, they
no,
put
that
the movie
from the movie,
yeah,
from the Christian Bale.
Batman Begins.
Batman Begins.
Yeah, they did. And that was cool.
When he's holding up Harvey.
Bullock.
Bullock.
Yeah.
Harvey Bullock.
Yeah, you're right.
Bullock from his ankles.
Yeah, that was when I first saw Batman Begins and he did that. I was so fucking
hyped.
Oh,
I know I was
gosh.
too. I'm like, oh my God, Christian Bale is the fucking best Batman of all
I was
time.
like, if someone trips out in the studio, I'm gonna whoop their ass, and I'm saying that shit like, for sure.
Swear to me.
It'll be the most awkward timing too. Like I'll knock him out, have him down, just be like, swear to me. They'll be like,
What? I didn't swear to anybody, motherfucker.
Right.
Get off me.
Yeah, told you I was gonna say that shit.
But in Kevin Conroy's voice,
Oh, it was awesome.
oh my God.
Have you seen it for our viewers? There is a Heath Ledger scene for The Dark Knight in the Batman animated series. They took a scene for the Batman animated series and had Mark Hamill do Heath Ledger's scene.
Yes, I seen it
That
on Facebook. Someone
was
posted it.
amazing and haunting. If you haven't seen that, check that out. It's like 3 minutes. It's awesome.
Yeah, you should probably just be able to Google Mark Hamill Joker's. Heath Ledger's Joker or something like that. Mark Hamill, Heath Ledger's Joker. It'll probably pop up. But I seen somebody post on Facebook because I didn't see it originally.
Yeah.
And it was fucking amazing.
And I love because it's got all the villains. So Poison Ivy and Penguin, all there, and they're all like,
yeah. Oh, yeah. It's
awesome.
shit your pants worthy.
Yeah,
for
love it.
sure. All right, guys, stay tuned. We're going to recording a couple other shows tonight. We're actually seeing Suicide Squad tonight.
we're on a marathon.
We're on a marathon. Yeah, we get together. We got to get the shit done.
That's right.
So we're seeing Suicide Squad at 6 o'clock. We're getting ready to review Batman vs. Superman, the rated R version, the extended cut. So check that out if you like this.
I just thought of something.
What
do you think Mr. Rogers went doing with Batgirl?
Oh God! See, we're not even fucking done recording.
I
Shit.
just thought it.
If it fucking goes off right now,
Hit stop.
I'm doing a solo show from fucking now on.
Meatheads is out.
Meatheads is a meathead if that shit happens. Guys, thanks a lot. Check us out. Like us on iTunes. Subscribe. Like us on YouTube. BlazingDefenderReport.com. Blog Talk. Fucking all over the place. If you want me, you can find me. Thanks, guys. Meatheads is out. Peace.